More info on the Tier 10 Gauntlets exploit rumour, Black Panther OG buff confirmed for May, dual class 6 stars have arrived, and fan-made Endgame Thanos.
Breaking news, Jean Grey has been resurrected. Oh wait, I'm being told she's dead again.
Yes, and for more videos with occasionally putting Deadpool talking head in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications on all. It's how these videos will get out to you. It's how, as well, it's best to support the channel. Thank you very much. But also, there's other people that support the channel through other ways. And that's by being a YouTube member. Thanks to everybody on screen as a YouTube member, and massive thank you to those that support the channel over on Patreon. You're very, very kind. Thank you very much. Also, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. That's predominantly where I do a lot of my live streaming. We do so many different games. We're going to be doing a little bit of Call of Duty Warzone this week, maybe another random game, and as well a little bit of Marvel Contest of Champions. Well, Marvel Contest of Champions is the main thing over on Twitch, but thank you so much to everybody that does your Prime Gaming once a month. That's the free sub for those that have Amazon Prime, and also those that give Tier 1 subs, gifted subs, and as well those that do bits and donations. It's very much appreciated, and see you tonight for some Act 6.3.5 grind. In any case, let's kick off with all this stuff about the Tier 10 Gauntlets and the infinite entries. Now, look, something was put out about this yesterday by Kabam, saying there's currently a visual bug affecting Odin's Gauntlet Tier 10. Due to the bug, the entry limit appears to remain at 7/7. Summoners will only be able to enter the quest 7 times. Further attempts will result in failure to enter the quest. Additionally, there is a 24-hour timer on the quest. When the timer ends, your entries will not be refreshed. We apologise. So there's, I don't know. Like, it's just it's a Kabam thing. Effectively, what will happen is you will see this. So quest entries are limited in the event. Wait for the entry timer to reset if you've used all your entries. It's kind of like a further bug than that in that saying, like, well, you kind of like try and re-access to it. It sees that it's on a 24-hour timer. If Kabam were really going to give us tier 5 class catalyst times 7 per day at 2%, I think we'd be stonkingly bringing home the stonks and stonking out our tier 5 class catalyst fragment thresholds. Stonks. Now, there was plenty of rumours going around that people were able to multi-access past the 7 entries they were able to get into, and especially this was a case that people were saying this rumour as of very early on in the event. So, say, like, it went live midnight UK time on Tuesday, Monday, and then it was a case that people were able to like multi-access into it. Turns out that may not be correct. I've been trying to speak to members of Kabam, and Kabam have said, like, no, nobody's been able to access that. And also the people that have come through to say, hey, we've been able to kind of do this, to able to access it more than the 7 runs, can't provide any kind of information. So it's a difficult one to actually say, yes, people have exploited it, and no, people haven't. The biggest problem is when people say, hey, I've done more than I should have done. Have you really? I did put a pinned comment in yesterday's video about that to say that there are rumours going around that people had done it multiple times, more than the 7 they're meant to. But there's no evidence to say that people have done it more than the 7 times, especially if it was something that Kabam saw as an exploit and as a bug straight after the launch of it on Monday at midnight for me, and then kind of then quickly patched it out so you weren't able to do more than the 7 runs. So yeah, I just don't know. So I'm not going to say that's correct or not. It's just something that people have thrown around as rumour that they have done it more. Kabam, and as I said, Kabam have said that they have seen no information and data to pinpoint that people have exploited it. So again, it's just like, we'll just keep it as like it's a rumour until it can actually be proven by the people in the community. And as well, maybe Kabam are trying to out the people that have exploited it to then take action. But I think by the end of this, we just go, look, damn it, people. Next up, one of the biggest surprises out of yesterday was the dual class crystal. Dual class crystal for 6 stars. That was something that we weren't expecting to see. I do have some thoughts on this, and I think for a lot of players would probably agree with this one, is that they would be surprised that this wasn't something that at least had been considered to go into the shard crystal variety. Because let's face it, 3,000 units is still a large amount. Kabam must covet that still as being a premium based item. And as well, with the going price, it is close to just over an Odin, or just under an Odin. So it's kind of like if you were to guess something, possibly about £95 for a 6-star class crystal currently. Again, like if you've got 3,000 units to spare, and there are excessive grinders of units in arena, those that have done absolutely everything in game, it is a good thing to go and grab. But it does come with that price tag of 3,000 units, and some people do have some like good stuff out of it. Like there are some good pulls I've seen. There are also some like well, not so good pulls, but still to have a more of a selective chance to get something better is actually not too bad. I actually put a poll out on this one, and there's also some good response, some good comments as well on stuff about like what people were getting, whether or not people see it as value. The current poll out, polled for 2,600 people, is that did you pick up the dual class 6-star crystals? And many people said no, I didn't have enough units, or I don't really care for them, or yes, I picked up the deal. But yeah, like some people did, picked up Void Units event made me so lucky, excellent. And that's the other thing, like we've just had a feature. I think Kabam want you to spend units. July 4th is what? Coming up to being 3 months away as of next couple of days, a few days even. So I think Kabam want you to spend your units, and that's the thing. The last year it was a spectacular July 4th, where Cyber Weekend was just a little bit meh. So whether or not there's something on the horizon that would require you to have some units, I think people will have to be kind of like looking at what they've got. But yes, it's a case of people pick up some good stuff. Picked up Corvus, bought a Mystic Science, pulled a 6-star Symbiote Supreme. Is he good? He is very good. So yeah, there were people getting some good stuff from this. But at the same time, you have to be very wary of like where you are with your units, your supply, and where July 4th is. Yes, it's 3 months away. Yes, you could grind out a lot of units. But there's still a good amount of content still to drop. And also there are still like things coming on that Kabam may want you to go, hey, thought about spending your units recently? We didn't even get a Vision offer last year, I think, for Cyber Weekend. So it may be a case that we'll see a Vision offer very, very soon. So maybe Kabam, again, want you to spend more of your units. But as I said, if you have done a lot of stuff and you're like, right, well, I've got enough units to spend on something like this, and and have like enough then left over for July 4th, hey, go for it, because it will be good for you in this current space and time. If you're looking for like, say, first 6-star, maybe not first 6-star, but kind of like a 6-star that's targeted within a class, then go for it. But do bear in mind, it's all RNG, and you could pick up something that you don't want. It can happen. And for me personally, I would love to see this crystal actually be put into here, put into the dual class crystal section for people to kind of just have a better chance of getting something that is targeted, as opposed to it being not so targeted with the basic 6-star crystal and having to spend an additional 5,000 6-star shards to get it featured. Now, in other community news, Black Panther Classic is getting an overhaul for May. So it was announced on the unofficial Marvel Contest of Champions podcast with Kabam John in attendance that it indeed would be looked at, especially to have more of an emphasis around rewards aggressive playstyle and brand new animations, which is great. It just means you'll have to kind of like learn how to evade the champion a bit more, but still it looks like we'll at least have the Black Panther we deserve. It's not exactly the Chadwick Boseman, which is the Black Panther Civil War version, which is definitely one that a lot of players would have liked to have seen overhauled last year in commemoration. But maybe they'll do something for the commemorate his either birthday or kind of a year since his passing, but or maybe even a case of honouring on a day of Black Panther's like annual release. I don't know, but I just felt this moment would have been better about like a month in or something, or month after. But unless there's something completely planned in the works, we're yet to be known. The other bit of news coming out of yesterday was the build of Hercules. Now, originally it looks like the character was meant to have the eyepiece, but I don't know. Like it seems like in the other build, like does not. It's hard to say, like because stuff looks like stuff has been built, but then stuff has been changed. And in some ways, it's like, right, is it staying this way or not staying this way? And if you want to find out the full kind of like build, and this is the great thing about these kind of builds of these champions, is you get to see them being built in the process. There's a full video I've devoted to this that was done yesterday. If you didn't see it, go and see it because it's a good video, and especially revealing a secret Hulkbuster variant, which is an existing somewhere in the files of the build. But Hercules himself does look pretty good, and also the process, especially because like Kabam have explained how they take a character and just literally just take it as a flat piece and then overlay it on top of like the kind of the model of the movement of the fighting. So yeah, it's impressive. It's impressive what Kabam do, but as well, like the way that we have the image that we do of Hercules, it actually looks pretty. Yeah, it's not a Mega Sentinel. I would have loved it to be a Mega Sentinel that won, but it didn't. So I'm just going to embrace this and go, hey, look, you know, put it out there. Because here's the thing, it's got to be about the abilities. The next thing is abilities, and to a lesser degree the animations. Kabam are sick when it comes to the creation of models, 3D modeling, texturing. They're amazing, absolutely amazing. But as well when it comes to abilities and delivery, right, that is where Kabam will either sink or swim. And based on the stuff that's happened in the past with Odin, with a lot of champions already this year, it doesn't look too great for them. So they need to get this right. So yeah, we'll kind of like look forward to this and see what it will be like. But the modeling looks quite good. What the? Oh, nice. Hold on. Oh my god. Sorry, I just thought, is that meant to be? Is that meant to be? Is that meant to be somebody? Is that meant to be Hercules? Oh god, of all the times I scroll down and just see that. Oh. And I've got to get my composure together for the amazing work that's produced by Nick Coss. Nick Coss has put together a Thanos Endgame. And I love this because it really works into a lot of the double blade fight dynamics, but also this amazing moment when Thanos Endgame then puts a Infinity Stone into the Gauntlet and then decides to power up and send some stuff through there. And it's very touches on the Infinity War, kind of throwing all that stuff from the planet type stuff. It's really cool. Nick Coss has hit it out of the park again. And you can find all of Nick Coss's work in the link in the description. It will take you over to his YouTube channel where he puts these amazing animations and just builds of champions together. And we end as we normally do on Wednesday with arena predictions. All predictions for Masacre and Red Goblin as a 4-star basic are down below at the moment for you to check out. With Masacre as a 5-star, I'm going with a prediction of 30 mil. I think that's a fair thing. I do think the Masacre will go a lot lower than 30 mil. I feel it'll probably go 25, but safety in numbers, and that number is indeed 30 mil that I'd go with Masacre. The 4-star version, 6.2 mil. That's a normal thing, but I again feel he'll probably go for about 5.5. But again, the higher, the better you have it securing, and it's, you know, it's not the most ridiculous number for people of grinding the 5-star featured. Also, Red Goblin is a 4-star. I think that's going to go for about 2.2 mil. I like Red Goblin. I think he's good. I think he's got some good synergies behind him, but he's not everybody's favorite champion to grab. But I think he's got a good amount of fans around there, out there for the community. But there we go, those have been my predictions, and we'll see you on the results, which will be on Monday's Marvel Contest of Champions news. And that indeed has been your Wednesday edition, your Wednesday show. Thanks very much for watching. Check out some other content located up and around there. And for one last time, we've got to do it. We've got to look at it, haven't we? That's the Hercules we should have had. We need that one in. He looks better. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.